What a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms of thee. Y'all come on up in the room. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on in the room. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I know I just jumped on live real quick. I don't look like we got somebody up in here. Hallelujah, saints. Make sure you I say what up though. When you tap in, when you come into the live, hit the like button, share and subscribe for me if it's your first time here. Listen, I'm just coming on here real quick. Hey Jack. But I'm just coming on here real quick. I'm not doing a bunch of nothing. Well, I'm waiting on class to start. I had to get over here so I can get me a good parking space because, honey, these white people be out here to see my campus is right by, well, my building is right by Little Caesars Arena. That's the arena right there. And my classes, my classes at 6 o'clock and the game start at 7. So these folk out here already, and I'm like right next door. My campus is right back there. So I'm like, I don't know. Well, the school is named after the founder of Little Caesars, so they put it right next door. But I'm like, I don't know who came up with that great scheme, that idea, 'cause baby, that's how I got that doggone ticket that day. And that's you can barely find a spot on these game days. I'm tired of it. Hey Nicole, hey St. James, an educated black man, honey. Listen. Cause there's so many dummies around here. But let me see. Look, I'm about to get straight into it. Marvin Sapp, I was going to say whiners. Marvin Sapp done pissed the people off. I was gonna wait to talk about this so I could have the video references and all that, but I ain't feel like doing all that. Cause to be honest, who cares? Who cares? Who give a damn about Marvin Sapp having a wedding, whether the wedding was cheap and tacky or he was charging $45? Hell, I done found out he charging people $45 to come to the wedding. I'm going to be charging when I get married. I'm charging $45 too. Because let me tell you what you niggas do. What you niggas do, y'all get your asses up there and y'all be coming to people events. That's why I ain't really had no events since my open house for high school in 2012. I don't really do stuff like that. Cause what you niggas do, y'all be sitting up there, y'all come and y'all bring 4, 5 people. I had actually one of my cousins bring a whole church van full of people to my open house, never gave me nothing. They sitting up here eating all the food. I had guests coming in from out of town who didn't even get a plate. You niggas, y'all do stuff that ain't right. Y'all do stuff that ain't right. So I'm gonna charge $45 when I get married. Whenever that happens, I'm charging all that money too. Cause y'all don't know how to act right. I'm gonna charge $45 too. So his wife, his second wife, she had jumped up on a podium or whatever, and she told everybody off. Everybody that's on the internet making a big hubbub about what's going on. Honey, listen, I ain't hate it. Thanks, St. James. Hey, Regina, I gotta put my glasses on. I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, so I didn't hate what Marvin Sapp's wife did. She got up on the stage and she was like, "I paid for the helicopter. I Now I will say this: don't make this a habit, girl, sister Sat, whatever her name is. Don't make this a habit. I don't want you getting around here getting a big head or whatever. But I honestly, truly, I don't have a problem with what she said, what she did. Because everybody get on the internet, y'all got the biggest opinions in town, everybody can roast and gag, but when people clap back, now it's a problem. All of a sudden now it's, oh, that's not classy enough, oh, that's not. No, quit gaslighting people. If you can talk, I can talk. If you move, I move, just like that. Be for real. Why can't she go back and say nothing? Y'all get up on y'all platform, y'all virtual sanctuaries. Shout out to St. James. But y'all get on y'all virtual sanctuaries and y'all talk y'all big bad mess and y'all can talk about whoever y'all want to talk. Why she can't talk back? Why she can't clap back? Y'all let the niggas do it. Y'all let the men do it. Y'all let the pastors do it. Jack said, Bishop must not have put it down good enough for her to have all that aggression. These girl Jack, you done been in church long enough to know that these women, they run the church and they run their mouth and that's nothing new. The women run the church. I don't know when y'all started getting this whole little, oh, Jesus is a scary poem. Jesus don't talk back. Jesus don't clap back. I'm used to all that carrying on where the women get up and start roasting and gagging the whole congregation. They roast and gag anybody. I don't know. Them just my thoughts and my opinions. I know I go against the grain on a lot of stuff. I know everybody don't agree with me on everything. I might be the lone wolf in the story, but I mean that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do respect. But okay. One more thing. A couple more things about Marvin Sapp. So I was just on Facebook and this one made me record this live. I don't know what you talking about, Javier Gutierrez. But honey, you can go to hell actually. But I was on Facebook a couple minutes ago when I got off of work and I was just looking on Facebook. These white people get down here downtown and just be doing whatever. Like, girl, it's not that serious. You just going to the Red Wings game. Go take your ass and win. Go on. Go on. Go on. Anyways. But I was on Facebook and I saw this post and somebody was like, Marvin Sapp, his new wife is 37, 38, something like that. And I believe somebody said Marvin is like 50, like 58 or whatever. And it was like, that don't make no. Listen, girl, let me explain something real quick. I'm 32, mind you. After the age of 30, really 25, after you cognitively fully developed, we don't care about age no more, honey. Y'all sensationalize everything. After the age of 30, really, don't nobody care about it. I wish I could find me an old sugar daddy. I'm not gonna hold you. Somebody could come go. Somebody can come pay my bills because quiet as it kept loud as it is. Gen X and baby boomers got the most money. They the ones with the funds. The girls want to get flown out. Don't nobody want to hear all these lies and fairy tales that these millennials and Gen Z dudes talking about. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Okay, people want vacations, people want safety and security, and he a single man. Um, I'm trying to figure out where the problem is. After 30, we don't care no more. If I want to go and marry somebody that's 64, I can do that. And that person is in the creek because I'm fully developed in the brain. And I have every right to make any choice that I want to make. Y'all sensationalize everything. Y'all, see, but this the thing. I wish y'all had that same type of energy, cause y'all don't talk about Trump and Melania in that type of regard, huh? Because they probably have a good, 20, 30 years on each other, the difference in that age. Y'all don't never give that energy to the white man. Y'all don't never get that energy to know. Y'all over here, y'all sensationalize everything. This is something that's totally normal. I don't know where we got brand new where it's like, oh, you can't have an age gap relationship. That's some creepy, that's some predatory stuff. Now, it's one thing if you're under the age of 25. That's one thing. And of course, I don't believe in no sort of um if you under the age of consent, under 18, really 21, and you grown, you ain't got no business hanging out with somebody that can't even take their stuff out to go get a drink or buy a pack of cigarettes. You ain't got no business fooling with them no ass. But when somebody is fully developed, fully grown, you over the age of 30, that's your business. Hey, Sean. But again, y'all sensationalize everything, but it's only a problem when it's a black man doing it. And it's, that's crazy coming from me because, I don't like nobody and I don't like nothing. But a thing is a thing. I'm going to call out. If I see some hypocritical stuff going on, I'm going to call it out. I don't care what it is, and that's how I always been. That's how I always am. I don't care what y'all say. If the girl is 37 years old and she married a 58-year-old, who gives a damn? Who cares? Because we all done slept with somebody our parents' age before. Okay, let me stop. But for real, we got so much other stuff going on in the world. It's like every time Marvin Sapp do something. What, close the doors, y'all been on that nigga head. And I'm like, now close the doors thing, that was a little wild or whatever. And I'm still trying to figure out which punk got mad. I think one of the punks down there in his church up in that choir stand. I think one of them girls that was up there doing all that complaining on these other platforms. I think one of them had posted that video and put it out there viral. But you ain't heard it from me. Quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. But ever since he had that little moment, nah, he all just been on his ass. Have they been together? Hey Jessica. Um. So wait, haven't they been together for 15 to 16 years? Well, that hasn't been proven, first of all. Um, but then even then, 37. So she would still been 21. She, I mean, really, at the age of 25 is what I prefer. Is when if you want to step out and go to somebody that's 40, 50, 60. After 25, nobody really cares. But that she would have been 21 even then, so that puts you well above the age of consent. It's happened before. It's gonna keep happening. Long as he not in the Epstein files doing Epstein files mess, well, the people kindly don't care. Now that would be more of a moral thing. That's more of a moral thing. That's more of an ethical thing. You know. But overall, if you're not doing nothing illegal, take that shit on up the road. We don't care, dog. There's too much stuff going on. But y'all don't have that energy for these Epstein files. I swear to God, y'all do not have that energy for these Epstein files and all that carrying out. With little girls, little 15, 16-year-olds. They over here, it's blood all in the thing. They over here doing 2-on, 3-on-1. Y'all don't have that same energy for that. But y'all always go against somebody than a black man. And I hate being like that. But like I said, I just have to call a thing a thing. I just have to call a thing a thing. And you'll never hear me get up and be like, free R. Kelly. I would never say that. R. Kelly deserves all the jail time he got. But if somebody is of a legal age and legal consent, I don't care. It's too much other stuff going on. We got this doggone war going on. We need to be revving up for November and for 2028. But the girl's still sitting around here. Ooh, look at what Marvin did. Why folks got all this time to do investigations? We really don't care. We really don't care. It's really not news. And if you hit my car, I swear to God, I'm jumping out this car, and I'm on 10. Please hit it. You look too close. I know how to parallel park really good, but please don't hit my car. I'm not moving. You better tread rising because you see me over here, and this red coat will get real bloody around. Make sure you double tap the screen, y'all. Um, But yeah, the whole thing is stupid. It's really stupid. Yeah, I'm glad you took your ass home. Take your ass on, cause don't be trying to squeeze that big old pickup truck like this is a damn Kia Soul up in these little tight spaces. Y'all always running around here trying to come down to downtown Detroit. And like y'all are, they act all scary like they scared of black people or something. Go on, take your ass to that $20 lot, that $40 lot, and go on up there and spend some dough. But otherwise, get the hell on. Do not hit my car. You all know I'm about to pay my car off and everything. So shoot, that's gonna free up so much money for me, child. And the car lot ain't gonna see me until I'm Uncle Tim age. Happy and shout out to Uncle Tim. Um, Shout out to Uncle Tim. It was his birthday yesterday. I'm on Uncle Tim. If you happen to watch this or whatever, my birthday gift for you, I had said it in the comments, but I said my birthday gift for Uncle Tim is on layaway. I'm gonna send him a birthday gift when I get paid next time, because between paychecks, child, everybody ain't rich bitch around here. And he don't need my little coin always. Uncle Tim got a good little blessing. God got a blessing with his name on it. I know that's right. Girl, you better learn how to park. Do not hit my car. Do not hit my car. My car ain't got no dinks, none of that carrying on. And it look like she in a Mercedes, girl. I hope you got some good insurance. You hit my car, hell gonna break loose. I swear to God, y'all better get it together. What else I want to talk about? What else I want to talk about? Hmm. It's some. Oh, I gotta do a couple videos. It's a couple of things that I want to talk about, specifically in regards to religion. And I know earlier this year I said, I'm leaving the church sector. I'm leaving the church B sector, whatever y'all want to call it. The kind of church sector. I'm leaving it. I'm not dealing with y'all niggas. Y'all been stressing me out. I'm tired. I'm tired. But y'all, just the way the world is set up right now, it's like those are really the only two topics that's really being talked about. You don't have celebrities out here no more like you used to. We only talking about, and thanks God, thanks to Donald Trump, he's made politics cool all of a sudden, because I used to be in politics heavier than I am now when I was in high school. So, shout out to him. But that's the only thing you can talk about now. If it's not church, something popping off by going viral in church, people trying to contrive moments and make shit out to be more than it is. Because a lot of this shit, that's, excuse my language, but a lot of this, what all this is people trying to make a viral moment out of a bunch of nothing, trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay. Hey, Mark. Hey, J. Rochelle. Make sure y'all hit like. But that's what a lot of was going on. It's like y'all sensationalizing stuff. Y'all making mountains out of molehills, and we the people just like, come on now. Can like I say this over and over again. If you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing to, or if you want to just present the story and then you leave it alone, but coming out here with these 5, 6, 7, 8 pods, screaming, yelling at the screen, gag order, we the people don't want it. I'm sorry, but it's just not giving. Then mom and done, he over here 20 years, y'all do. I'm like, it's so many people that I done seen in church. Older men going with younger women. We done saw it a million times. Do it make it right? I don't. That's up to you. That's your heavenly bound fight, honey. That's your heavenly bound train, honey. I can't tell you what to do, girl. Yeah, Mark. They taking Hey, Rejoice. Um. They taking Marvin and his wife through the wrinkle, and a lot of it comes just because he had a viral moment that this is the side of YouTube where it's like this make you watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? This make you really watch what you say. Like Whitney Houston said, "Watch what you say. Watch what the you say." But this make you really think and watch what you say because you can, especially if you have a certain level of influence for real. You can make a certain narrative about a person. You know what I'm saying? You can make definitely a certain narrative about a person, and they can never live it down. And people always gonna be angry with them for the rest of their lives. That's how the internet works. If you have any sort of influence, if the algorithm likes you, you can easily hijack someone's career, hijack someone's blah blah blah. Going back to that Bishop Jordan thing, I think that's the premise of that lawsuit is if you have any sort of influence, you need to be mindful about how you handle stories and how you handle narratives. You don't handle Marvin Sapp and his wife having a consensual relationship and having an age gap. You don't handle that the same way that you handle someone that can actually be brought up on actual charges. You just don't. You just don't. You don't have the same emotionalism tied to the case. You don't do that. But they taking them through the wrinkle. And Miss Ma'am, I know the people was like, I ain't like it. I liked it. I like mess. Y'all know I love mess. I like a little mess every once in a while. I didn't see what the problem was with with her going off. I'm starting to think that church people want Marvin to suffer in his flesh forever. Like he is more holy if he's single. I just don't get it. And then if he started touching on little boys and little girls, you know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing past nobody. Let's be clear. I'm not no fan. I'm not a super fan of Marvin Sapp by any means. Um, but if he just happened to, start touching on little boys or start going with boys because he's lonely and his mind done went that far all of a sudden, then y'all gonna have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If he start going with men, then y'all gonna have a problem with that. Y'all gonna have a problem if he now people should have a problem if he's touching on little boys and little girls. But I'm just hypothetically, if he just happened to come out being gay, then y'all gonna have a problem with that. Y'all run around here and another thing, and I could talk about this while I'm already here. I don't really carry on with the gay stuff and all of that too much because I just don't give a damn, honestly, truly. I'm not a fan. I'm not really in community with nobody. Like I'm not about here. I'm not out here trying to do the whole gay, gay, gay. Y'all need to respect the gays. I'm like, no, 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 no. Because first of all, the gays be just as hateful as Christians, as quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. I done had more problems out of the gays than I done had out of the damn church folk. Okay, I keep it all the way real. Okay. You can come right here on YouTube and see that I have more damn problems out of damn sissies and punks than I have out of church people. I'm just letting it out. I ain't said it, but that's my stance on it. That's my stance on it. I done have more problems. So don't come to me with all the, church people are bad, or church people they get down, or church people, they want to see, people, the gay people dead. They hate gay people. They homophobic. They all homophobic. No, you'll never hear me say that. You'll never hear me come with that because that's not my experience and that's not my story at all. And that'll never be my damn story. Ever. You know what I'm saying? But it's, to me, like, I've been seeing stuff here more recently. I'm like, listen, all of us is, well, first of all, let's start here. All of us have fallen short of the glory of the Lord. We can't, I'm not throwing no stones at no damn body. Now, if I have a problem with you, if I don't like what you saying, and then some more stuff I gotta come back and record some videos and talk about. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but some more stuff I'm gonna come back and talk about. That's one thing. But we all have fallen short of the glory of the glory of the Lord. And I ain't got no damn stones to throw at nobody. And I'm also not playing the sin Olympics with people. I'm not doing the whole, well, what about what you did? What about you doing this? What about you eating pork? What about you eating crawfish? I'm not doing all of that. Okay, I'm gonna mind my business, actually. Now, with that being said, I find it highly ironic that the same people that go around saying, the gays, the church people, they be going off on the gays, the homophobic, all this, that, and third. I find it highly ironic that I've been seeing DL Christians, DL this, that, and the third, is y'all trying to be the damn DL whisperer, gag order. It's highly interesting. It's highly confusing. People been going around doing DL stories, and it's been DL on little 18. Lord, my bad, y'all. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. But listen, back to what I was saying, and then I gotta go. I find it highly disturbing that people been coming out, um, with these DL stories talking about 16, little 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds. Listen, let me explain something to you. If you were gay, I'm gonna put up my 5 fingers. If you were gay in church, if you were gay and you grew up in the Black Pentecostal church, how many have you went to the altar multiple times to get deliverance? Put a finger down if that's happened to you. Put a finger down if you've cried because you wanted God to take that sin, that homosexuality, but we call it that sin, out of your life. Put a finger down while everybody else was having sexual relations in high school and carrying on. You ended up being a late bloomer in everything that you did because you felt bad and you felt unsafe in regards to your own body. So you've always had to play catch up in in comparison to your straight counterparts. Put a finger down. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all all, I'm not going through that whole thing. Um, but it's for real. It's like y'all know the experience of how it is. Being homosexual, having people talk about you like a dog. Y'all know how it is. When you are confused about your own sexual um your own organs, your own body, the neurons in your body. You confused about your own chemistry. You got people saying you going to hell for this, and you don't. When you have an honest heart, and you don't want to go to hell for this, but you also have certain desires. Y'all know how it is, especially at that vulnerable age of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That was one of my biggest pet peeves back then, was like people just always coming out like trying to roast you and drag you out the closet. It's like, baby, I'm not even having sex right now. Like, excuse me. Especially when it came from another, come from somebody that was gay. That was annoying. So it's like, why would, if you know you don't have that experience, why would you go back and be trying to like drag people out the closets and do this whole DL shit? Like, come on now. Y'all gotta come up with something better than that. Be for real. Y'all got to come up with something better than that. Cause baby, I promise you, there's so many other things you can talk about. For real, for reals. So many things. I don't ever have enough time to come on here. Oh, my live is on. Okay, yeah, everybody can hear me. But y'all know how the game go when you homosexual and all that, and you trying to figure out and sort out, in your young adult years, what you want to do in life, whether you want to, go to an affirming church, whether you want to, repress your feelings. Some people choose to do that, and I respect that. Okay, I respect people that choose to say, you know what, I'm just not gonna have shit. Uncle Tim said this too. I believe he said something like, I don't want to quote him, but a lot of times we don't. I don't be. People don't be having that much damn sex. That y'all be thinking people be having sex and people be carrying on doing all that nasty. People don't be having that much sex and shit. Half the time you probably gonna get into heaven anyways, cause girl, you ain't getting none. Yeah, you know how it is when you 18, 19, 20, and you don't know what you want to do. You confused, you scared, you feel like you can't talk to nobody and open up and tell your real feelings. And that stuff really walks with you for the rest of your life. And for you to be for y'all to be gay people, homosexuals, why do y'all go around here always trying to drag and roast and gag people out the damn closet? Like, that's not fair. I don't think that's fair at all, because when you were in that situation, you knew how it felt and you didn't like it. I'm just calling a thing a thing. I don't care who it offends, because don't nobody pay my goddamn bills. And y'all know how I get down over here. I do not hold them up. Especially when it's stuff that could be damaging to people. Like, be for fucking real. I mean, excuse my language, but be for real. Anyways, God bless y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm about to get off of here because I got class. And I'll be back. I holla.